The city of brotherly love. This year has been the city of almost champions. But no other city can really talk though, because no other city can even sniff the amount of finals appearances that they got this year. Every Philadelphia team was very successful this year, except for up until this point, the Philadelphia Flyers. If they pick either of these two kids, their luck can completely turn around. We'll start off who I really think they should get. Absolute beast of a human being, Ryan Leonard, standing at 5'11", 180, playing for the U.S. National Development Team. In post-game interviews, this kid said that he takes every board battle personally. Him seeking out physicality, still scoring 51 goals and 43 assists for 94 points in 57 games, is the perfect candidate to go to a city that is known for being menacing, gritty, but still having the skill to win. He was the scrappy grinder on the most feared line in the country with Smith and Perreault, but with just a little bit of development on his skating and his current play style and his tools, he would be a perfect center for this team. But for years, a team that has struggled to have consistent goal scoring, but had incredible playmakers, 51 goals looks pretty good, and both Sean Couturier and Kevin Hayes have had their time in the spotlight as the 1C. With both being 31 years old, they've established themselves in the NHL and have established their ceiling as well. They need an offensive juggernaut at center who can get them consistent goal scoring, even if he has to play the 2C and Sean Couturier plays the 1C, Kevin Hayes plays the 3C. That is a great 1 through 3C. As I do for every team, based on contract, age, and everything, I've mapped out a potential lineup that they would have if they were to pick Leonard. I'll show it right here. Lines 1 and 2 can flip-flop no matter how they want to do it. It does the same job. I say leave players who have played with each other a long time together on a line, and put guys like Leonard and Gauthier who play similar play styles, even though Leonard can score from way farther out, and both came up through the U.S. National Development Program, so there could be some symbiosis there. But with both being incredible goal scorers, they need a playmaker. Since he got way better skating and edge work, Morgan Frost has turned into an elite player. He's a bona fide playmaker who's going to draw a lot of attention from his moves. And with two fantastic scorers, one near the net and one floating around and could score from anywhere, this line is going to be elite. All four lines look really good with Hayes, Farabee, and Forrester, and the fourth line having so many options that can work their way up the lineup. And now, for better or for worse, that defense is locked in contract-wise and age-wise, so, not the worst defensive core for the future, but definitely could be better. Leonard is projected to be picked outside of the top 10 by most sources. Gauthier wasn't supposed to go in the top 10. Flyers picked him with a 5th pick. And a few years before that, they reached on Cam York. So it wouldn't be a surprise for me to see them reach on Leonard here, especially when he fits the bill for everything they are looking for in a star. They could also choose to go for Oliver Moore, a kid who I will be talking about until the cows come home. This kid is a generational talent and nobody is talking about him. Nobody's going to know who this kid is until he gets into the league and starts lighting it up. I'm not going to talk about him too much on this one because I have him going for a lot of teams since he is so good. He fits with just about every system out there. And with generational talent potential floating through that 7 through 10, maybe even through 15 for some reason spot, there is really no telling who's going to get this kid. An unsung hero on the U.S. National Development Program, standing at 5'11", 176 pounds. This kid is one of the smoothest skaters I have ever seen and easily probably one of the best skaters in this draft. His playmaking skills are game-changing, and his shooting is pretty good as well. If he gets stronger, it's going to be lethal. He got 31 goals and 44 assists in 61 games, good enough for 75 points. Mind you, on a line that was nowhere near as good as Smith, Perreault, and Leonard. But with such a versatile bag of tricks at the center position, he can be a star on any team. And a team like Philly who loves these U.S. National Development Program kids and are looking for a superstar, this kid could be their guy. He would slot in exactly where I said Leonard would play as well, but Leonard's style is just so Philly. I think that it's going to be Leonard. But if they picked Oliver Moore as well, it would be a franchise-changing pick and they would not be losing in any way. Alright, that's all I got for you on this team. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Most importantly, comment your team because I'm only going to be doing highly requested teams so that way I can put the most effort into teams that people really want to see.